Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to use the new and improved structure blocks for Minecraft 1.2. I'm calling it Minecraft 1.2 because there is no Pocket Edition, there is no Windows 10, and there is no Minecraft Xbox One Edition. It's all known as Minecraft. Now some of you may have noticed that structure blocks on Android beta do not work. At this current point, they're only available and working with the Windows 10 version, and I want to show you exactly how it does work, because they also introduced something called Remix3D, which lets you transfer your creations to the internet to share with other people. Now, if this video and tutorial does help you out, please be sure to hit that like button. Please be sure to share this video so other people can see how it works. So I'm going to be testing this in my Let's Play world. What we're going to be doing is transferring the creations that I've done in game to the internet, where I can share it with friends and so much more. Bear in mind that these are a work in progress. Things will definitely change in the future, and you can only make a 32 by 32 by 32 radius in order for this to work. So this is the structure block, but I want to show you how to access it to start off with. We're going to be transferring this build and also my huge Let's Play house build as well. So what I'm going to do is /clear to start off with. Get rid of absolutely everything. So in order to get yourself a structure block on Windows 10 Edition, one thing that you can do is, if you already have a structure block down, is to pick bucket with the middle scroll button. However, there's actually an easier way to do this. So if you are testing this for the first time, or you just want to experiment, all you got to do is /give. You can do @p, which stands for @player, or you can do @s, which is yourself. This is a newly introduced command, and you want to type in structure_block, and this will give you this specific block. Now, if you're on Android, being the beta, when you type this, you can't right click to open this menu. It will just say 3D export. That is because it's not possible to do on Android at this current point. Hopefully Remix3D will be introduced as an app on Android so people can experiment. So getting into the exciting things, I've already set this one up, this structure block up, as Barn 3D, which is this whole entire thing that I created in a couple of my Let's Play episodes. So if I right click on this, it's going to open a whole new menu. Seems pretty confusing for the first time, but after a couple of tries, you'll definitely pick it up. I've already set the layout for this specific barn, and I will be doing a build from scratch to show you exactly how it works, because it's a lot of trial and error. Sometimes you're going to probably fail and it'll take you a couple of times to get it correct. That's what happened to me. It's just all a learning process. So this is the barn itself, okay? We've also got ourselves a bunch of terrain. So this being the size here, guys, so we'll set this all to 0, just as a very, very basic example. We'll set absolutely everything to 0, and we'll start from scratch. The reason why we're starting from 0 is because this is how it will look when you first open a structure block. Now, in terms of size, everything can only be done by 32 by 32 by 32. That is the size and the radius that you can do. So for example, if your build was 50, it will automatically change to 32. That is the same for the offset as well. So the offset will move things to the center, to the left, to the right, back and forward. You can also remove blocks. So as you can see there, it's just kept all of the mobs around. So we've got a horse, we've got sheep, pigs, chickens, and cows. It's kind of really fun to see that actually as well. You can also remove these as well, so if you wanted them to not be in this build, you can do that. You've also got this include players. I'm here, so it should include me at the final design. So we'll enable this, and we'll enable this. So what we'll do is we'll start with this from the beginning. So we'll set this to 15. As you guys can see, is small. So what we'll do is we'll set this to 20 and see how much it brings up the whole entire structure there. So you can see the whole entire structure has been picked up. I could set it to 32 if I wanted to, and it will pick up another structure right here. But I kind of don't want to transfer there. I only want to transfer the barn. So we'll keep this to 20. In terms of why, that is your height. So how high you want to go. We're just going to set this to, let's just set it to around about 10 blocks. Okay, it doesn't need to be any higher. It's really not that high. You can set it high if you want because of the terrain below. So for example, we'll set it to 15 just to be safe. And as for this, we'll set this to 20 as well. Oops, we set this to 29. We'll set this to 20 because this is the distance being that way, not that way. Now you'll notice that we are missing a couple of blocks underneath, which is kind of disappointing. Of course, you're going to see the terrain as well for your creations. So we'll set this offset to -1, and what it'll do is it'll move the distance. So you can see there it cut off the other side of that. So what we'll do is we'll leave that at 0. We don't need to change that one. That can stay the full build. This one we'll set to -5. And what this is going to do is it's going to introduce the terrain around you, such as the blocks that are underneath, and it's kind of a good way to find yourself some ores. You can see there we expose ourselves some coal. You can also see water as well. It's pretty good when you mess around with some of the structures, such as like sand temples. And this is also an offset as well, so we set this to -1, it's going to move very slightly. So what we will do is we will keep that to 0. Now once you're done, guys, and you're happy with this creation, all you got to do is hit export. It will actually pop up this, asking you to save it onto your desktop, which I have been doing just for the fact that I want to save it anyway. So I've saved it. Let's just say, let's play barn design. So that's what we did. Tag your design so other people can see it. So we'll do barn, we'll do let's play. As you guys can see, we've got a couple of tags there. So if people just search for let's play and barn on Remix3D, they should find these. Then you click on upload. Okay, so what it's going to do is it's going to upload all the way. Bigger builds will take a little bit longer. Builds like this really shouldn't take that long. So once it's fully uploaded to remix3d.com, it says your awesome model has been uploaded to remix3d.com. Use your Xbox gamer tag. So all you've got to do is sign in with your email and your password. You can keep playing or visit the model. So we're going to click on visit the model. And this is going to open up Remix3D like I explained. And it's going to have my exact creation, what we just did in 3D form. Barn 3D, the real echo, which is my gamer tag, Remix in 3D, and you've got the tags here as well. So if I open this, you can see what we just created. You can see the barn. You can see what my Let's Play world was. You can also see the structure block there. You can zoom in. You can take a little bit of a look at the mobs. You can see what they're doing. This is absolutely fascinating. You can also see we got ourselves a little baby zombie there on top of the sheep. So that is Remix 3D. It is really simple. It will take you a couple of tries to get used to it. And just to do this one more time, we are going to go and mess around with it with my biggest creation, which is, of course, my Let's Play house. I've not done this yet, so this is going to be something new. So we'll mess around with this, and I'll show you how the trial and error does work. So I renamed this as Let's Play house. As you can see, nothing has changed here. We're going to start from the beginning. We're going to start from scratch. It's all a trial and error issue. So let's just say the X is 10. Let's say the Y is 15. And let's say this is 32, just as an example. So as you can see there, we still need to make this a little bit bigger. So I'm going to make this around about 15. And as you can see, it pretty much fits my whole entire build. But maybe I wanted to make it even bigger. Maybe I want to make this 32. It even picks up the villager system as well. So we'll keep that in there. It might not be fully complete. So it's not going to be fully complete. So we won't add that today. We'll just keep this as, we'll keep it as 18. I think that might be big enough. Yeah, so we can have the front as well. All right. So you can include entities, which will include the Iron Golem there. He seems to be into it. You can also include players. I would be on this as well, but I'm not quite going to make it. And you can also remove blocks if you really wanted to. So the Iron Golem is on his own. So again, as for the offset, well, things don't look so great. So as for the Y, we're going to change this to 5. And again, we've also picked up the structure from below. And you can also see it actually exposes like my chest room very, very slightly. I think that's my chest room or possibly my enchantment room or furnace room. You can see a couple of them there. So I kind of like that idea. Again, you can move the offset as well. So I'll show you the offset from the side. So if I set this to 1, as you can see, it moved back a bit. If I set this to -1, you can see it moved the opposite way. And it's exposed this farm, which you can see in the distance there. So we'll keep this on 0. We don't need to change that. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you really don't. And actually for this, we'll change this to 16. Just so we can just keep our fences there. So that's what we've got. Things seem to be fine. Things seem to be complete. I don't see any issues at all. So we'll click export. I'm going to save this to my desktop because maybe I want to share this with someone else. ECKOSOLDIER, let's play survival world house. And then we'll do house. We'll do building. And we'll just save that. So what we'll do is we'll also upload this one as well. Shouldn't take long. Again, the same thing pops up. You can keep playing or you can visit your model. It's going to open remix3d.com and you can see here it says Let's Play House, the real Echo, Remix in 3D Paint, the tags for Minecraft house and building. And you can see this is my creation. It's actually transferred absolutely everything and even the Iron Golem is in there as well. So it's really cool. I kind of like this a lot. I'm really intrigued by the fact that you can see inside my bedroom and stuff. You could probably see underneath my house if I could do it correctly. Can we see my builds? I can't zoom in anymore, so I can't show you my my old chest rooms and stuff, but you can see it there. That's how it works. It's absolutely fascinating. So go and explore it for yourself. If you do have any more questions on this, please feel free to leave a comment down below. The structure block is very different, very different from what we're all used to, which is why I made this tutorial. I've been Echo. Have a great day. Stay beautiful. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.